welcome to the Amarillo Civic Center. Got a good view today up in the Burrs Box, U of H, Texas Tech. Ready to continue a good weekend after what we had opening night last night, the senior lap for Connor Neal, Tyler Cullen, Peter Longcar, and Theron Markison. Ready for warm-ups. Talk to y'all in a little bit. About ready to go from the Civic Center. Again, Texas Tech winning last night in overtime. There's about a minute left. Theron Markison, an absolute beauty of a snipe. Pops the bottle, sent us all home happy. Late game last night, didn't end until about almost 1 a.m. But today, more of a normal puck drop, about the 12:30, 12:15 slot. Texas Tech, of course, honoring their seniors tonight. Last home series of the season. The seniors, of course, Peter Longcar, the captain, all three captains, Theron Markison and Connor Neal, and along with the newcomer Tyler Cullen, all seniors. Love to thank them for their dedication to Texas Tech hockey. The goalies for today's matchup give us Joseph Price in goal for U of H. A lot of shouts for Cronruth last night. He had one heck of a game. Texas Tech outshot U of H 2-1. And of course for the Red Raiders, it's going to be Ryan Valdiviesos seeing if the fluke second period that he had last night, with one goal that I think everybody can agree with, was a little ridiculous, a little floater. But overall, the same Valdivieso we have seen all season. Very locked in, very intense goaltender. The national anthem is about to play here at the Civic Center. And y'all can't see it, but there is a little American flag up there. Don't know if you can see it right there on stream. Can't really see it, so we'll look at the players. Never mind, no anthem. I guess they don't have the soundboard here at the Civic Center. It would have been funny if some of the crowd started singing. But it looks like we're about ready to go. Definitely very similar to the view we had at Western Colorado out there in the outdoor rink. But we're a little pushed back. This is a true arena. Got the bird's view. Wish we had a better camera to zoom in with. I apologize for that. Red Raiders are going to throw out Hallam. Connor Neal coming back from injury last night. Got injured in the third period. Did not play the rest of last night's game. He will go out there with Tyler Cullen. Kramer and Longcar, as always, for Texas Tech. Jennings will get the face-off draw, along with Jacob Price. He will flank him on the outside, along with Fovman. We're about ready to go here at the Civic Center. We're off and running. Face-off won by U of H. Official took a tumble. Play from Droit. Or excuse me, not Droit. Zhao all the way to Droit. Puck stays in. Tech is onside. Puck dumped around the boards. Good stick by Kramer. Not fully clear. Before checking by Hallam, giving Jennings some chase. Longcar with a steal. Longcar hit by Price. U of H will set up. This puck is stolen, and here comes Texas Tech. Connor Neal onside. Cullen, a shot! Good save by Joseph Price. I will say not a lot of camera movement's going to happen, just off the fact I barely have to move it. You can see everything. This is such a beautiful view. If you're up here with me, I wouldn't say take your breath away. There's not a great scenic view, but probably the best view a college announcer could have. Face-off was won by the Schutz line. Him and Abel fighting the puck right there in the corner. Birdsong with it. Bounces off. Gallagher tries to play it up. Tech will have to check up as the puck exits the zone. Plant back on defense tonight. Had a great game last night. Abel steals the puck at center. Jacob Price takes a tumble. Coyce is going to dump it straight off the glove of Barker. Birdsong's the only one on the forecheck. Send it just far, and a big hit by Birdsong on the captain, Andrew Gallagher. Tech will be off. Plant just couldn't keep it in the zone. Gallagher to Abel. Abel tries to chip it up. Nothing there. Here comes Bradley Coyce. Coyce on in. Off the glove of Price. Coyce is going to attack it. Coyce centering for Theo. Theo misplays it. Gurletti's going to go give chase. Gurletti tries to chip it up the boards, nothing there. Chase tries to dump it deep for Theo. Theo tries to chip it to Chase. Puck comes out to the zone. Longcar with it all the way up. Off the stick of Chase. It'll go into the back side of the Dashers. Droit with it. Up to Holman. Him and Theo Markuson battling for it. Droit's going to send it all the way along. Laidlaw out there with Stoivket. No icing called. Good move by the Red Raider captain Longcar. Chips it up the boards to Laidlaw. Laidlaw tries to play it out. Goes all the way to the glove, though. On a chip by Stoivket into the glove of Valdivieso. Little claustrophobic box I'm in. It's very tiny. Hallam out there. Face-off won by U of H. Throws it on net. Good save out of Vieso. Battling for the puck. Longcar hits the deck. Hallam ends up there. Chipped out by Jack Finn. Cleared most of the way by Neal. And Tyler Cullen still with it. Makes a good move. Couldn't really tell you if he had the puck or not for half of that. It was an interesting play. Tries to chip it up was Hoffman. Good shot by Finn. This will ring all the way around. Vachon got a stick to it, and Hoffman's to the races. Hoffman on in. Save out of Vieso. And he will glove it. Good little crowd here in Amarillo. Jesse Jennings and company. KSB line out there for the Red Raiders. Face-off won by the said KSB line. Plant tries to play it. Chipped around by Keegan Kramer. Birdsong with it. Chips it up the boards. Kept in by Barker. Price. He's going to get hit good by Kramer. Red Raiders throwing the body around. Schutz ends up with the puck. Schutz with a little breakout. He's going to dump it deep. Right to Birdsong. It looked like a football pass. Barker takes Birdsong to the ice. Jesse Jennings ends up with it. Jennings up to Fovman. Good defense by Kramer. Price running a little interference. And a big hit by Schutz right there near center ice. Price is dumped by Kramer. Plonk gives it chase. Chips it to Birdsong. Birdsong up to K-Bird. K-Bird's going to dump it deep. No ice as Chase Markuson touches. Gurletti given chase by Laidlaw. Battle along the boards is Abel and Laidlaw. Little help by Chase Markuson. Chase to Theo. Theo back in front. Chase was right there. Good defense by Barker. Red Raiders can check up with Coyce and Longcar. Laidlaw with it. Good move by Grady Laidlaw. Throws it in front. Nothing there. And easily gloved by Price. I have to give a correction for last night. Laidlaw, the one goal in that second period that really got the Red Raiders back into that hockey game. Theo Markuson got himself 2 last night. The OT winner, and the first one, we thought it was chipped by Laidlaw. It was not. Markuson wins it. This is exactly how it looked last night. Bouncing puck in the air. Somebody loses a stick. It's a U of H guy. Theo with it. Sets it in front. Longcar shot. Just got tipped by a stick in front. And U of H with it. Droit will send it the length of the ice. It'll be a no icing. Waved off by one of the linesmen. I think it's because Coyce was right there. Dumps it along the boards. Neal was getting a change, I think, for Theo. Or excuse me, no, that was Laidlaw he got a change for. Abel's going to dump it deep. Munoz and Longcar giving it chase. And there's going to be a penalty coming up on U of H. And oh my goodness, Valdivieso just jumped the boards. There'll be a cross-check on Jaden Munoz, and I know I couldn't show it to y'all, but in the peripheral of my left eye, Ryan Valdivieso, skating like a goaltender normally does, get the extra man out before the power play starts. I mean, completely cleared the bench, flew right into the laps of Finn and Plant, and maybe clipped David Hallam, the Red Raiders head coach. It was interesting scene to nonetheless. PP2 out there for the Red Raiders. Face-off won by U of H. Gallagher fighting with Schutz and Plant with it. Plant with it. Had a power play goal against the ETBU. Up to Coyce. Coyce down to Schutz. Schutz back up to Coyce. Coyce tries to fire one, goes off the foot. Oh, back in front. Good move by Tyler Cullen. Went off the foot of Hoffman, and it ended up right at the stick of Cullen. Him and Schutz moving around. Down to Hallam. Hallam's going to throw one on net, stays on ice. U of H will not clear it. Good play by Bradley Coyce. Schutz off the skates of Hallam. Puck was tied up. Coyce had a good stick with it. Tech will dump it in. Get some of PP1 on. Schutz and Cullen with it. Or excuse me, Schutz with it. Schutz tries to throw one in front. And U of H will clear it. Tech will get the rest of them on. Under a minute left on the Munoz cross-checking. He had 2 penalties last night, a hook and a roughing minor. Coyce stays out there. They got almost the entirety of PP1 out there. There's Kramer. Theo with it. Leaves it for Chase. Chase around Vachon. Chase Markison. Good moves. Kramer, who jumped on, is able to dump it around for Theo. That was an interesting hit. Theo still with the puck. Red Raiders under 20 seconds now. Only 2 shots on the power play. There's no one there except for Laidlaw, who keeps it in the zone. What a play by Grady Laidlaw. Ends up at Markison's feet. Misplays it. It's going to ring around under 6 seconds. Longcar with it. Peter Longcar in front, just missing the stick of Laidlaw. U of H will clear. Big hit by Longcar. Here comes U of H. Power play over for the Red Raiders. Puck will move around. Jennings looks like he got tied up. Kramer's going to dump it deep. Droit with it now. He'll send it all the way up for Jennings. A good stick by Longcar. Breaks it up for a second. Price can't dump it fully deep. Under 13 minutes left. Kramer to Longcar. Here comes the Red Raiders. Dumping it deep is Longcar. Send it all the way up. Misses. I think that was Hoffman. Plant on to play it. Kberg. Oh, tries to chip it. Here comes Jesse Jennings for U of H. His shot off the pads of Valdivieso in front. Up to Birdsong. Birdsong hits the deck. We got another penalty coming up on U of H. It's going to be a trip. So the Red Raiders virtually go right back on the power play. And it's going to be a tripping on the captain, Andrew Gallagher. Face-off won by U of H. Couldn't clear it. Coyce is out there with Kramer. Markison's, oh, that hit a weird part of the dasher. Doesn't hurt Tech enough. Theo with it. His shot goes off of, I want to say, the glove of Price and out of play. See if I can make it a little brighter for y'all. My screen, it looks very dark. Something going on at the U of H bench. That's Fovman. Faceoff was won by the Red Raiders. Scores! Theo Markison, his third of the weekend. And it's 1-0 Texas Tech on the power play. Theron Markison on senior day. And it was almost exactly how they drew it up in overtime last night. A good face-off win by Chase Markison equals easy opportunity for older brother. So Tech up 1-0 on the power play. They went 0 for last night That's a good sign for the Red Raiders and one of the most lethal power plays. Longcar lost an edge. 2 guys tumble. Another guy hits that deck. Cullen chips it. Ty Cullen not fast enough to get around Stoykiet. But a good chip. And Tech will be offsides. Neal was off. Don't know if Cullen knew where Connor Neal was. Tries to chip it forward while in the zone. He knew he was going to be onside, but Neal about right there in the dot. Try to turn around and get back fast enough. Face off won by Tech. Dumped in by Longcar. It's going to ring all the way around. Droit Odevechion. Good dump back in by Jack Finn. Plays it up. Hoffman. Good stick by Longcar. He's going to chip it up for Hallam. Hallam's going to send it around. Finney is there. Finney still with the puck. Finney threw one on net. U of H tried to clear it. It hit a man in front. A little battle at center ice. Tech with some good sticks. Have been able to really keep U of H's pressure off. Reverse check from Longcar. He doesn't even look like he felt him hit him. Red Raiders getting some change. Droit's shot was blocked by Finn in front. All the way around. I thought the camera was over there. That's my fault. Throws it on net, and another good stick by the Red Raiders. And here comes Landon Schutz. Schutz on in. He's going to dump it deep. Kayberg and him there took the contact with Schutz. Puck is chipped up. There's Xavier Abel. Abel on in. Sends one across for Hoffman. No one home. And the Red Raiders can immediately turn around and get going. Birdsong trying to play it in. Gallagher. Puck is still in the zone. Red Raiders still have it. Just sail back. Gallagher's going to regroup. Puck misses a guy. No icing. Oh, Plot misplays it. Valdivieso did not know that. Quick reactionary save with the pads. Could have been really bad. Another block shot for Kramer. He has blocked multiple this weekend. Lamb out there with Phillips and Birdsong. Raleigh tried to send it to Birdsong. Nothing there. Diarra will get on the ice. Him and Barker around. Plant tries to send it to Diarra all the way up to Gallagher. Gallagher to Barker. Good stick by Kramer in front. Bounces it. Coyce throws a little check of his own. Cleared out by Diarra, but U of H hasn't allowed Texas Tech to really get much. Markuson out there now. This is sent up the boards. Fovman back on the ice. He was getting tended to by the Red Raider trainer. Theo on ice, and Theo's got it. 1 on 1,000. That's what it looks like. Sends it in front. Chase, a good shot. Save by Price. Cleared out. This will be a U of H icing. If you're just joining us, 1-0 Texas Tech on a Theron Markuson power play goal. He is out there right there with Chase Markuson and Grady Laidlaw. Faceoff was won by Tech. Another shot by Markuson is saved by Price. And get another faceoff in that same dot. Of course, next weekend, Texas Tech travels to U of H. Jennings tried to get a change, nothing there. He will be the centerman. Like, pretty aggressive when it comes to the line changes for teams. Faceoff was won by U of H, but they couldn't do anything with it. Long card to Chase. Chase will dump it deep. Price comes out. No, Price did not come out to play it. Good move by Zhao. He'll set it up to Jennings. Jennings all the way up for Jacob Price. Or excuse me, yes, Jacob. Good battle along the boards. Coyce ended up with it, and he got it up to Laidlaw. Grady Laidlaw moved off the puck by Droit. Droit looks like he took most of the impact from his own hit. Dumps it all the way around. Longcar ends up with it. Peter Longcar, a good couple sticks. Vachon, that's going to be one-on-one with Keegan Kramer, probably the better defensive defenseman of the Red Raiders. Moved a man off the puck. Kramer's still with it. Here comes Keegan Kramer. Kramer will send it right at Droit. Nothing there. U of H will send it deep. Past Valdivieso. Connor Neal back on. Neal up along. It looks like it hit the penalty box door here. Nothing to say. Losing a stick was Neal. Good stick by Hallam. Dumps it high. Neal trying to get a stick back. Hoffman ends up with it. It's sent deep for Storquette. Good stick by Kramer, and he's going to send it all the way up. Try to find Cullen. Nothing there. Hits the linesman. Cullen a good body in front. Tech still with it, and now they're just clearing it. No icing is called. Tech is going to forecheck heavy. It was one of the main points David Hallam said in the locker room. Finn right there. Looks like Tech will check up. They don't really need to move it. I mean, Finn just skated around with it. Got control and sent it deep. Neal misplays it. Hoffman tries to play it. Goes off of the skate of Cullen. Dumped back around by Hallam. I thought it was. Gallagher ended up with it. Stoichette. Good stick in front by Jack Finn. It goes out of play. We'll get a face-off in that far dot. A lot of the Red Raiders said they'd like to play here more often. Just with how the vibe is, seeing how it is. It's a very nice arena. I've loved it so far being here. Sentiment shared by a couple players on the team. Face-off won by U of H. Munoz tries to throw it on net. It goes off the stick of either Kellenberger or Schutz. Schutz lays the body on Abel all the way around for Birdsong. Him and Barker fighting for it. Munoz sends it deep for Gerletti. Gerletti to Abel. Try to push one in front, and Birdsong will clear it deep, but this will be a Red Raider icing. And we'll go right back to the circle. Abel and Schutz. Face-off won by Schutz. It's going to be sent back around, given chase by Kois. Kois all the way up for K-Berg. Bounces off of K-Berg. It looks like tipped in front. Good stick by Valdivieso. It was a good shot in front by Gallagher. Looks like it hit the doors that the players came out of. Took a weird bounce. Abel down to Munoz. Munoz in front. Try to send one. Shot in front. Scores. Xavier Abel with a trailing puck in front, and U of H have tied it. Took some weird bounces. Looked like it disorientated the Red Raiders a little bit. Xavier Abel right there in front. Making a good heads-up play, and he has made it 1-1 here at the Civic Center. We'll throw on Price, Foveman, and Jennings. Face-off won by Tech. A little miscommunication there, it looked like between Laidlaw and Longcar. Droid tries to send it to Price. Oh, and a good stick in front. Chase Markison with it. Missed it in front. Oh, and it was tipped all the way around. Joseph Price scrambling. And I mean, Theo Markison was right there back door. Could have been a beautiful goal. Jacob Price will dump it in. Hit by Markison. Valdivieso plays it. Just about 5 minutes left here in the first period. Off of Chase Markison. Droit will play it. Droit tries to find his man Joe up front, and Laidlaw stole it. On a good stick in front by Droid. Red Raiders will have to check up. Cullen out there now with Chase and Laidlaw. Sends it all the way around, and it will be an icing. Abel, the goal scorer, back out there with Gerletti and Munoz. Face-off won by Tech. Plant Tried to send it up off the skates of Longcar. Munoz still ended up with it. Back in front. And it was gloved and covered by Valdivieso. Face-off coming up. Hallam's there. Got Chase and company off. Trying to center one. It looked like it was Munoz. Connor Neal with a good interception. And here comes Texas Tech. Neal. Everyone staying on sides. Neal misplaying it for a second. Joe hits the deck. Hallam in front. It circles wide of Joseph Price. Dumped around by Neal. Cullen's there. Cullen tried to send it up to one of the D-men in front. Misplayed by Kramer, and it's a 2-on-1. Abel with it. Abel a shot. Good save out of Vieso. Shot it right at the body, and the Red Raider netminder. Another good save. KSB line out there. Shot was blocked in front. Sent back in. Another tip in front by Sturkett. He had a tip last night that beat Valdivieso 5-hole. No changes needed. KSB line still out there with Stoykett, Droit, Hoffman, Barker, Gallagher. I think that's Droit. Tries to find Hoffman in front. I'd have to see the number. That was Vachon. Gallagher up to Vachon. Vachon back in front. Good sticks by the Red Raiders. Trying to clear it out. They can't get it out. Birdsong hits the deck. Coyce will ring it all the way around. There it goes. K-Berg. K-Berg trying to settle it. Shuts with it. Good defense. Birdsong trying to lay a hit. Looks like he's got tangled up. Big hit in the corner by Keegan Kramer. But the Red Raiders still cannot get it out of the zone. Hoffman with it now. Hoffman also spent some time last night in the box. Barker's shot is going to go wide, state ice level. Another shot on net. Kramer played it to Valdivieso and had a little stick conversation with Hoffman, who was crashing the net. Well, both teams like to have guys that crash nets. Make the goalie think for a second, but both teams not good friends, I would say. Especially after what happened last year. Markison and Jennings got a little tied up there. Theo's with it. It's 2-on-1. Theo Markison. A shot goes wide. Kept at ice level. Longcar with it. It hits Chase Markison in front. Chase to Theo in front. Glove. Back in front. Oh, my goodness. It sat on the goal line. And it was cleared out by a U of H defender. It'll be icing. But so close in front. There was so much traffic. And Chase Markison, who wore the Longcar wrist shot, almost banked in another one to make it 2-1 Tech before the end of the period here with 3 minutes left to play. Face-off won by Chase. Tries to chip it around is Theo. Someone lost their stick in front. Chase with it, tries that wraparound. He's been doing so much. The one that lost the stick was Jennings. And another penalty on U of H. This one's going to go on Jesse Jennings. This is going to be interesting to see because I don't know what happened. He did break his stick. Maybe it was a slash or too many men on the ice. I couldn't tell you. Face-off won by Hallam. U of H got it. Tried to clear it. Coyce with it. Oh, Coyce tried to rip one. Didn't get too much air underneath it. Tech will all but, whether they score on the power play here or not, kill off most of the period up a man. U of H already short-handed for the third time tonight. Coyce leaves it for Schutz. Landon Schutz leaves it for Hallam. Back down to Schutz. Schutz with it. Sends it. Cullen a shot. Goes off of the shins of someone. Gets it up to Coyce. Coyce over to Schutz. See what Landon does with it. Landon down to Plant, who is playing deep. Cleared by U of H. Tech will get a change as Valdivieso will hold it. Coyce with it. Markison's Kramer. Plant's still high. Chase all the way over for Keegan. Keegan will let it play off the boards. Keegan through ice to Theo Markison. Theo on in. And hit the brakes, wait for some help. Still got it. Chips it over to Longcar. It's going to bounce out of the zone. Peter's going to take it. 1:20 left here. Under a minute on the power play. Peter will go all the way back. Reset for the Red Raiders. Laidlaw playing high right here at the blue line. You see him here. Oh, and an intercept by Munoz, and U of H will dump it right back around. Tech 1 of 2 on the power play so far. A big hit! This is going to be a penalty on Valdivieso. Shrugs his shoulders. Big hit by Valdivieso. It was a guy crashing. It's going to be a 2-minute minor on Valdivieso. They're going to throw Laidlaw in the box. So 4-on-4 to end the first. Oh my goodness. So 4-on-4 hockey for 23 seconds. U of H will get a power play. Birdie will jump on. They'll throw out 2 defenders, Longcar, Kramer, and the Markisons. Puck ended up all the way down near Joseph Price. I don't even think Price recognized it. Looks like Linky and Ryan having a funny little conversation. When Ryan laid the hit, I had moved it back to center ice following the puck. I'm going to tell y'all, he just shrugged the shoulders. Felt like he had to do it. It was a big hit by Valdivieso. Face-off won by Chase. Ringed around by Kramer. Munoz on a good forecheck. Chase with it. Dumps it back for Kramer. I thought he was coming up ice with it. Keegan with it. Keegan can skate it up. A goal scorer twice last year. Got his first 2 of the year last year. His first Red Raider goal. And added another one against U of H. And Joseph Price, coincidentally enough. Tech now on the penalty kill. Clears it out. And I think that was designed by Tech to kill off the 4-on-4. Theo with it. They can go shorthanded. Tech has scored a couple shorties this year. Chase will play it right there at center ice. Hoffman with it. Hoffman off the glove of Valdivieso. Tech will need to clear it. Under 3 seconds to go. Brings all the way down. That is the first period of action. 1-1 is our score. Texas Tech, a power play goal by Theo Markison. U of H responds with a Xavier Abel goal of himself. 1-1. We'll see you for the second period. welcome back. Second period. Getting ready to get back underway here at the Civic Center. 1-1 is our score. Xavier Abel for U of H. Theo Markison on the power play. Texas Tech will start the period shorthanded on a Ryan Valdivieso interference call that he jokingly said in the locker room, "Boys, that's my fault." Refs are coming out. Talk to y'all in 15 seconds. Looks like we're about ready to go. Of course, Red Raiders will reiterate, starting the second period shorthanded. Coach Hallam, Kendall Craig came out and said, blunt, looks like the Red Raiders came out flat. Said it was about the same period as yesterday. Kendall and Hallam light the boys up. See what the Red Raiders have in store. This time yesterday, 1-0, but U of H came out scoring 3 unanswered goals in the second period. Before Laidlaw came back with one of his own, started the comeback for the Red Raiders that equaled in a long car goal. The Theo Markison overtime winner. Good little crowd. Kramer was throwing his hands up, getting the good crowd we have over here up and riled up. Also the guys over there. Face-off won by U of H. Munoz with it, trying to get around Theo. He does. U of H started with a minute 05 or minute 23 on. I couldn't remember the time. Maybe like 1:20 left on their power play after a little 4-on-4 action. Munoz hits the deck. Puck is ringed around. Longcar's got it. And this will go 5-on-3 for 37 seconds. It's going to be on Theo Markison. I call it hit from behind. So 5-on-3 now. 37 seconds. Laidlaw will jump out, killing off the rest of Valdivieso's minor. Chase with it. Chase will clear it. He will go get forecheck. Price will go and play it. Oh, it's a misplay by Joe of U of H. And a good forecheck by Chase Markison. Longcar dumps it right back into the zone. Texas Tech looking really good this 5-on-3 right now, actually. Joe all the way up Grilletti. 10 seconds left. Laidlaw will go on. More than likely, till the Red Raiders can get a change. Shot on Valdivieso. Bouncing puck in front. Nothing there. Laidlaw's out. Back to a power play for U of H. Couldn't do anything 5-on-3. Down in front. Good save and a clear by Chase Markison. Trying to find Jaden Munoz, and it looks like he got a stick of Laidlaw, who is now forechecking. Hallam is out there, keeping Longcar and Kramer on. Down to Abel. Abel tries a shot. Good stick by Kramer. Miscleared by Hallam. It's going to be dumped right back into Abel. Abel back up to Munoz. Munoz with it. Lost it for a second. Cleared by Kramer. Under a minute left. And the Markison hit from behind. Cullen jumps on, giving chase to Barker. Stuquette up to Hoffman. Hoffman's drilled by Peter Longcar. Tech coming out very physical. Vachon with it. Vachon hit by Longcar again. Dumped out. Not fully. Droit with it. Droit shot. Saved by Valdivieso. And Hoffman has taken some hits this weekend, primarily from the Red Raider captains. We see him and Hallam get a change. Plant, same with Cullen. Schutz, Birdsong, and Plant will go on. 19 seconds left in the Markuson minor. Face-off won by U of H. Hoffman with it. Hoffman down to Vachon. Nicholas Vachon. Back in front! In front! Good save! Hoffman had a clear opportunity. Big hit by Coyce. And the power play is up. Texas Tech kills 2. They're back 5-on-5. K-Berg jumps on to create the KSB line. Thrown in front. Try to find Stuket. There's Kellenberger. Freshly on. Try to find Birdsong. Bounces away from Birdie. Big hit as Schutz hit, or not Schutz, Droit ends up hitting the linesman. Coyce ends up with it. Coyce hit the stick of Schutz. Hoffman tries to dump it in. Plant tries to clear it. Hit the skates of Schutz. Hit the deck. Hoffman's going to bring it in now. Hoffman had the puck taken by Sturket. Sturket back to Hoffman, up to Droit. Birdsong hits ice. Shot on net. Save out of Vieso. Droit's had a couple of those shots. Fovman wasn't really in the U of H locker room. Down the tunnel. Looks like he's dealing with some type of injury, but he's going to play through. No face-off win there. Jennings is holding his stick a little weird. Looks like he was trying to get the curve on it. Neal, Finn. There goes Jack Finn. It's 2-on-1 with Finney. Finney a shot right on net. Finn took his opportunity to have it. The defensive defenseman for Texas Tech, one of the few, him and Kramer, really you don't see them go down past the offensive hash marks. Finn saw his opportunity and took it. Still got Hallam, Neal. As Hallam wins the faceoff, Neal tries to send it back in front. Nothing there. Jacob Price is going to dump it deep. Kramer's going to go give chase. He's got Fovman with him. Kramer misplays it. Looks like he sidestepped the check. Finn to Cullen, all the way up to Hallam. Landon Hallam. Taken by Connor Neal. Neal trying a stick handle. Finn's there. He's going to play it deep. All the way up to Hallam. Oh, and Hallam gets crossed up on himself. Tech playing aggressively. They're holding the puck right there in the zone. Two guys still tangled up. Fovman and Kramer. Jennings ends up with it down to Gallagher. Gallagher's going to send it all the way up. And it'll be a U of H icing. Being the close stop, Markuson's Laidlaw, Coyce and Longcar. Referee giving some attention to Jacob Price, saying he was too close in. Chase tried a shot. It knocked the stick out of Jesse Jennings' hands. Ends up with Laidlaw. Laidlaw, a shot. Loose puck in front, and it's a goal for Theo Markuson. Didn't give up on it. The puck was never secured. And another goal for Theo Markuson this weekend. And he has made it 2-1 Texas Tech. I mean, it was a good shot by Laidlaw. I thought Joseph Price had swallowed it up completely, but Theo, against the black pads, was able to see the puck and continue fighting for one. Tech up 2, and they could be looking for a third. Markuson with Longcar. D. Markuson, the hat trick! Theo Markuson, 5 seconds later, had a hattie, and it's 3-1 Texas Tech. Oh, baby! Give the captain Longcard an assist. Even the scorekeeper didn't have enough time to put Marcuson's other goal up there. All three from Theo. And Texas Tech has taken a 3-1 score. Oh, my. Puck sent deep. Schutz gives a chase. They came out to a dangerous area. Puck thrown along. Birdsong ends up with it. Birdie with it. Gonna ring it all the way around for Kellenberger. Kellenberger tries to find Birdsong. Birdsong still ends up with it. Birdie's gonna skate it on in. Tipped. Schutz there on aggression. Kept in by Plant. Kyler Plant now to K-Berg. Kellenberger a shot. Trying in front, and somebody hits the deck, and it's the goalkeeper. Joseph Price hits the deck, but he pops right up after the whistle blows. Maybe a stick in front. Birdsong was chipping away. Hallam, Cullen, Neal. Face off won by the Red Raiders. Oh, it's a chip in front. Cullen tried. Price squeezes it back. We'll have a face off in the same dot. Out there defensively is Kramer and Plant. Hallam, Neal, Cullen. No changes. Puck is sent high. Cleared out. It looked like it was coming up here, but I'm way too far. They call an icing, even though Vecchione was right there in the back pocket of Kramer, and he'll come back right to the same circle, more than likely. Hallam wins it. Plant tries to throw it on net. Neal tries to chip it. Here comes U of H. It is Hoffman. Hoffman moved off the puck by Kramer. Keep fighting for it. Kramer lost it. Vecchione back for Hoffman, and he hit the post. Or maybe the stick of Valdivieso. And a great opportunity, blocker side. Puck is sent around by Barker. Picked up Kramer. Cullen tries to find somebody in front. Vecchione dumps it back deep. Kramer tries a little dangle move. Hoffman's right there forechecking. Hoffman in front. No one there for U of H, but Connor Neal's going to come out and take it. Neal has Cullen. Down to Cullen. Tyler Cullen off the mask. Puck is still loose. Picked up by Barker. He's going to try to ring it. Longcar's right there to keep it in the zone. Longcar will send it one back deep. He's got Lamb out there with Cullen and company. Alex Lamb scored twice at Western Colorado. Dumped back around for Cullen. Diero, Cullen, Lamb offensively. Finn, Longcar. Cullen still with it. Trying to find somebody in front. Good sticks by a couple Red Raiders, but it's going to bounce out of the zone. Diero all the way up for Lamb. Lamb up to Longcar. U of H gets it. Barker, good plays by Peter. As Finn with it will chip it up. Longcar's got it. Here comes Peter Longcar. He's going to dump it deep. And Longcar throws a good hip check. Back in front. Oh, Riley Phillips was right there. Moved out of the way. Texas Tech had a chance to make it 4-1. And offsides is called on Droilet. Or excuse me, Droit. 3-1 our score here at Amarillo. Theo Marcusson the Hattie. And Abel for U of H. Texas Tech coming out with some fire. Face-off here in the neutral zone. Face-off is won by Chase Marcusson. Here comes Theo. Does he have 4 in him? Send it over the glass. Up to Laidlaw. Ready Laidlaw, good stick. Sends one in front. Couldn't be gloved. It hit the stick of Price. Tries to clear it out. Theo misplays it. Jacob Price with it now. Jacob on in. Keeps it on deck. And he got moved off by Laidlaw. like Plant tries to send it deep. Kois is there. He's going to ring it all the way up. U of H tries to keep it in the zone. That might not be the best idea. Laidlaw's there. He's got both Marcuson boys. Tries to send it back up for Chase. Nothing there. Chase a reverse on Jesse Jennings. They scrum for the puck right there in the corner. Puck comes out. Tex got it. Kois keeps it on nice. And Price tries to glove it off the glass. Misplays it. Ends up covering it himself. Just under 12 minutes left here in the second period. Texas Tech, after the words given by Hallam and Kendall Craig, look how fire was lit under their butts. Faceoff was won by Schutz. Birdsong was playing it. Birdsong misplays it by Abel. Birdsong still fighting for the puck. It looks like it got tipped up around his skates. Back in front! Oh, what a great save! Kellenberger and Schutz right there in front. Played it in front. I don't think Price thought Kellenberger was going to set up Schutzy that close to the goal. Went right off the mask for a save. Another face-off coming up. Face-off again won by Schutz. Birdie trying to play it. Abel tries to clear it. Finn keeps it in. Finn to Schutz. Schutz to K-Berg. Oh, just off the skates. Back in front. Great saves by Price. Where's the puck? Schutz has it. Back to Schutz. In front, scores! Landon Schutz! And Texas Tech is up 4-1. The Raider-powered chants have started here in Amarillo. 3 unanswered goals for the Red Raiders. Oh, my. Hallam, Cullen, Neal, Longcar, Kois. Telling Cullen and Vecchione to back up was the linesman. Droid sends it deep. Played by Longcar. Down for Kois. Kois off the skates of Cullen. That was a beautiful play. Right to Hallam. Hallam couldn't play it well. Cullen back with it. Tyler Cullen in front for Neal. Just misses it. Hoffman against Longcar. Longcar up to Neal. Hoffman trying to clear it. Right back. Oh, and it's picked up by the captain, Longcar. Longcar wants something. Skates it around, dumps it back deep for Cullen. Tyler Cullen tries to send one in front. It will be cleared out by U of H. Will not go the length of the ice. Kois will play it and regroup. Has Vecchione forechecking. Up to Vecchione. Or excuse me, up to Longcar with Vecchione still pressuring. Oh, what a move. Good little backhand pass. Kois a shot. It goes right at the about high chest point of Jacob Price. Battle along the boards in front of the Red Raider bench. Puck is picked up by Joe. Running into the linesman was Longcar and Doit. Doit in front. Oh, and Stukiet had something there. Another one in front. Back in another rebound. Good saves by Valdivieso. Back out into the slot. It's blocked by Longcar. There's a battle for the puck. 2 Red Raiders hit the ice as Diero. Longcar cannot get up. Him and Stukiet. Peter dove to block the shot. They're going to send the Red Raider captain to the box, maybe. And they are sending him to the box. So Longcar's going to go to the penalty for a delay of game. So the Red Raiders back on the penalty kill. This time the captain Longcar into the sin bin. 2 minutes for a delay of game. Covering the puck, they said. Great clear out by Theo Marcuson after little brother Chase and Jesse Jennings get a little tied up at the faceoff dot. Barker with it now. Will try to break out for U of H. Jennings with it. Sidestep Theo and big hit on it's on the bad side of the ribs for Theo, and he is down. They're moving Theo on the ice. Can't even let him get up. Face-off coming up, and they're going to call another delay of game. So 5-on-3. We'll go Texas Tech for a minute 28. One of the U of H coaches chirping at Markuson, and Longcar shuts that down immediately. So Jennings and Markuson, Chase tries to clear it. Chase Markuson with all the speed will dump it deep. Played off the blocker. Tech has already killed a 5-on-3 tonight. But the argument between Hallam and Craig is the fact they're getting shoved onto the puck. They can't do anything. And the refs aren't breaking it up until they have to cover it just so they can get a whistle to get up. Good shot, it looks like, from Droit. Goes over the head of Valdivieso. Jennings with it. Down to Barker. Trey Barker. Droit with a shot goes wide. Barker still with it. Under 50 seconds, 5-on-3. Back up. Droit gets around Plon. He's going to have to skate back towards the Dashers. Back in front. Good save, Valdivieso. Plon with Fovman. Back in front, a good stick by Kramer sends it wide of Jennings. And he's pressured heavily by Chase Markuson. Plot to Chase, tries to clear it off, hits Doit. Oh, and it hits the face mask. Another shot off the blocker. A rebound in front, beautiful block by Chase Markuson. Plot with it, it goes off the skates of a man. 15 seconds, 5-on-3, back in front, great save out of Vieso. It's in front, no goal. They're going to call goaltender interference. Valdivieso was moved in front. It could have been a goal for Jesse Jennings, but is immediately waved off for goaltender interference. What an absolutely insane sequence of events right there. 9 seconds left on the Longcar penalty. Faceoff will come up in the neutral zone. That was probably the easiest call the referees had. 3 U of H guys all over Valdivieso. Faceoff won by Hallam, dumped in by Cullen. Texas Tech will have about 33 seconds left on a penalty kill. Longcar back out. Vecchione with it. And good penalty killing by Hallam. This puck is ringed around. 20 seconds left on the Markuson delay of game. Hallam battling up to Hoffman. Hoffman will bring it up. 12 seconds left on the power play. Hoffman skates it around, trying to set it up. He's forechecked by Cullen. Leaves it down. Zoe tries to find Hoffman, and here comes Texas Tech. Markuson out of the box. Peter Longcar with it. Longcar hit by Joe. Good forechecking by Theo. Up to Connor Neal. Neal with it. Coyce rips one. Glove. Not fully by Price. And he'll bounce out of the zone. Coyce battling for it. Coyce ends up with it, and he's going to ring it all the way around. Kept in the zone by Hoffman. But Longcar has danced around him all night. Back for Peter Longcar. 2-on-2. Longcar was trying to find K-Berg. A guy loses his glove. That was Becker. And now it's 2-on-1. Vecchione and Hoffman. Back up. Hoffman scores. A bad break for the Red Raiders, equaling the second U of H goal of the night is Hoffman. Potting one glove side of Valdivieso, and it's 4-2 Red Raiders. Face-off coming up, won by Hallam. Finn to Kramer. And Keegan can take it. Red Raiders have had great opportunities. Another dump and chase. Barker given chase by Neal. Connor Neal still playing with that bad right knee that he said. Said he feels about 90% to play here on Senior Day. Cullen a good chip. Tries to clear it out. Finn keeps it in. Off the shins of Hallam, and this is up. A Kramer playing back. chips it in. Hallam tries to get it around Abel. Abel plays it off the boards. He's going to dump it back deep. Finn's going to give it chase. Foveman's there. Foveman dumps Finn, and we got a penalty. This is going to go on U of H. Foveman is going to be an interference call. So Tech will now go on the power play. We have had a lot of penalties. So Tech will go back on the power play. Texas Tech, 1 of 3 today. Gallagher will go out. U of H only had 3 guys on ice. Barker, Gallagher, Abel, and Droit. Markison's Laidlaw, Longcar, Kramer. Face-off won by Chase. Back in front. Oh, just sent wide by Grady Laidlaw. Laidlaw will dump it back around. Theo with it. Already with a hat trick. Theo up to Longcar. Longcar back to Markison. He plays it back to the captain. Peter throws one on net. Hit a couple bodies in front. Theo, a good forecheck in front. Tries to bounce it around. Chase Markison running body interference. Bounces around. Kramer with it. Kramer couldn't get any help. 2 guys run into each other. A stick snaps. It's Abel's. Longcar with it as the debris is sitting at center ice. Longcar will dump it around. 1:10 left. And another penalty coming up on U of H. Valdivieso to the bench. Texas Tech will get Landon Hallam on. Shot in front. A rebound. And a whistle blows. And it's going to go on the captain, Gallagher. Well, this time when Valdivieso came to the bench, he did not try to clear the bench. We'll have a minute 5 on 3. It's going to be a slashing minor on Gallagher. 5 minutes left. Texas Tech, I don't know if you can really see what those numbers say, but 32 shots on Joseph Price compared to the 23 on Valdivieso. Hallam wins the faceoff. Coyce has it. A minute of 5 on 3 for Texas Tech. Schutz is a goal scorer. Schutz shot it so high. It's going to ring all the way around. Schutz wound one up. We'll take a little bit of time off. Tech has killed 2 5-on-3s today. The first 5-on-3 for the Red Raiders offensively. Misplayed by Coyce. And puck will bounce into the Red Raider bench. I'm going to face off right here in that dot. Face-off won by Chase. Theo with it. Theo moves it back up to Chase Markison. Markison to Longcar. Longcar, a shot just goes wide of the net. Theo with it. 15 seconds left, 5-on-3. Throws one on net. Hits some bodies in front. Foreman about to come back in. Markison to Chase. Tipped in front by Laidlaw. 5-on-3 is over. Tries to send one across to Kramer. Bounces off the glass weird. Still a minute left on power play time for the Red Raiders. Laidlaw back to Kramer. Kramer, a shot tipped in front, goes wide of the net. Chase Markison had one. U of H tries to clear it. Good moves by the captain, Longcar. Peter with it. In front, tries to find Kramer or someone crashing in front. Good move. Chase a rip in front. Good save by Joseph Price. Back up to Longcar. 28 seconds left on the Gallagher slash. Kramer. Markison. Good save. Price. Tries to ring it around. Zhao with it. Zhao to Strickett. Down to Birdsong. Birdsong jumps on. Shot in front. Gloved by Price. 8 seconds left with 3:07 left in the second period. interesting game this has become. Well, a little update. Texas Tech baseball wins 15-1. They will win the series over Albany. Second game is currently going on. As the power play time is over, Tech does not equalize on the 5-on-3. Kellenberger sends it all the way around. And Gallagher came straight out of the box. He's going to move on in. Gallagher had his shot blocked by Coyce. It looks like it hit his stick. Coyce will dump it up. Foreman back on. The puck was sent right back to Coyce. No ice, as they say it was tipped. Kellenberger giving chase. Puck all the way up to Price. Long car up to Birdsong. Barker keeps it out of the zone. Birdsong tries. Somebody almost hit the deck. That was Jacob Price. Kramer, and there's an icing. .2:17 left here in the second period. Markinson's Laidlaw, Kramer, Longcar. Face-off won by U of H, cleared around by Gallagher. Good pressure by the captain, Longcar. Misplayed by Laidlaw. Peter tries to chip one on net. Nothing there. Kramer throws one towards net. Hit the skates of Gallagher in front. Laidlaw. Grady Laidlaw now with it. Laidlaw still with it, given pressured by Jennings. Laidlaw behind the net, had Barker chasing. Barker throws a little stick high. Longcar skates it. Minute 40. Chase with it. Skates around. Chase Markison throws it wide. Barker and company trying to clear it. Theo, a good little forecheck, is able to keep it in the zone before it even gets near the blue line. Laidlaw back to Chase Markison. Chase will skate it around. Chase a rip right at Price's chest. See who gets the changes. 4-2 is our score. Markison finishes off his hat trick with 2 this period. Give one to Landon Schutz as well, but Hoffman and Abel for U of H. Abel out there right now at center had a stick explode on him earlier. He's out there facing off with Alex Lamb. Lamb wins it. D'Aero trying to play it around. D'Aero hits the deck trying to play it. Gerletti comes right to Kyler Plant. Riley Phillips will give chase. She has the puck. Tries to center it to Lamb. There goes Abel. Up to Gerletti. This line has been pretty good for U of H today. Back in front. Hoffman tries. It looks like Tech was trying to clear it. Good sticks by the Cougars. Oh, Abel tries to center one for Hoffman, and here comes Bradley Coyce. Under a minute. Coyce's shot hit a stick in front. That was Joe's stick, who goes flying to the backboards. We're going to face off in that far dot. 37 seconds left here in the second period. Tied up, but Tech wins it. Connor Neal has it. Neal tries to send it deep. Puck will ring all the way up for Kramer. Kramer, a snapshot. That was so close to beating Price Fivel. He had no idea for a second. Gerletti, a good little stick handling. He's going to dump it deep. Under 20 seconds to go here in period number 2. No icing is called. U of H very unhappy that this is not a Red Raider icing. Under 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. A misplay by Droit ends up right at Joseph Price. Tech will send out guys for the last 5 seconds. Valdivieso, a little happy. Maybe a little bored. Who knows? Hallam's line stays out there against Abel and company. Face off one, final 3 seconds. Texas Tech will take it to the dressing room, up 4-2. Texas Tech put the offensive pressure on U of H. It is 4-2. We'll see you for the third period. Third period, ready to go. Holy crap, I'm exhausted. Kendall had the boys longer than we had thought. Hallam's line starts it. Hold up. Sorry, y'all, took my hoodie off. 2-on-1, Jacob Price. Those were wide of Valdivieso, covered by Kramer. He's out there with Longcar. Back on net. Glove by Valdivieso. Let me catch my breath. Hold up. Hallam and Abel. Abel's kicked out. Munoz to take the face off. Good little run. From down there, there's no other access as the shot from Gallagher goes right to Valdivieso. Very, very tiring, I'll say. Face off won by U of H. Droit with it now. Sends one across. Hallam dumped to the ice. Kramer's going to pick it up, though. Kramer to Cullen. Tries to play it to Hallam. And Munoz immediately on the turnover. Hits the stick of Kramer. Him and Longcar go flying. And there's a U of H man down. That is Jaden Munoz. Him and Longcar got tied up. He got crunched along the boards. He is down in a heap. It's like he lost an edge trying to get around Longcar. Him and Longcar got taken out together. Longcar seems okay. Back on the Raider bench, but I'm going to wait for Munoz to get up. He's up and skating away. Good applause for the man. Got U of H on the board last night. He is definitely feeling it. He'll head to the U of H bench. He's holding left side of his ribs. Our wonderful trainer is going to go over there. Is there going to be a penalty? Someone yells out embellishment, but they're going to throw Longcar in the box. For what? I don't know. From what I saw, it was Munoz who lost an edge. They're going to call it a board. So Longcar back in the box. Barely a minute played. Road Raiders will go on the penalty kill. And Kendall talking with Link right now. See Chase Markison shake his head that that's not a penalty. Plant and Coyce out there defensively will join the Markison boys. Jennings, Droit, Barker, Price, Foreman. Chase kicked out. Theo in. Theo wins the face-off, dumps it around. Coyce playing a beautiful side right there against the boards. Chase dumps a man. That was Barker in the back. Puck comes right in front. Good save as the puck trickles away and cleared out. Right down near Joseph Price. Red Raiders clear it down. 1:40 left on the U of H power play. They are an 0 for today. Up a man, no icing. And my shirt is on backwards. Took my hoodie off. Puck is cleared down. And Birdsong, beautiful forecheck. Birdie in front. Going to try to wrap around. Will be covered. 1:15. Sorry about that. I had my hoodie on all day. Took it off and realized my shirt's inside out and backward, or not inside out. It's just backwards. 1:15 left on the Longcar boarding minor. Where's my backpack? I'm going to throw my hoodie in there before I forget. Face off one. Chase fires one. It went off the heel of Hallam. Hallam on the forecheck. Able to fight Gallagher and Hoffman for it. On it comes right out to Laidlaw. Grady Laidlaw shot right at Price. He's going to cover it. This is looking more like a little power play for the shorthanded Red Raiders. Something's tangled up around me. Connor Neal won the faceoff. Sent it deep. Gallagher with it. Behind the net, it's Neil Markison. Chase playing as a back defenseman. And Keegan Kramer, good forechecking, or back checking, excuse me, by Connor Neal, cleared out. There you go. Back comfortable. Able to do how it normally do. Puck all the way up. Sturkett. Dumps it right at Valdivieso. Kind of played it off the blocker like a soccer player plays the ball off the chest. Cleared out by Theo. Under 20 seconds left on the boarding minor. Still have not seen Munoz return. Coyce up to Kramer. Kramer will send it deep, and that will end the long car 2-minute minor. Birdsong is right there, though. Birdie over to Schutz. Hits him weird in the ankle. Long car to play it. I think they would send Kyler Plant up. No. Long car's going to play a sort of winger. Stoichette dumps it deep. Plant to go give chase. Hits the back of the net. That's a beautiful move. Try to find Tyler Cullen. Schutzy's going to get his change. Off a couple sticks. Munoz back on the ice. And there's a big takedown by Bradley Coyce. Right back on Munoz. Well, extracurricular shoving. Nothing comes of it. Cullen on a good forecheck. Him and Hallam. Tech is offside. He'll check up. Munoz. Cross ice to Abel. Abel back in front. Try to find Munoz that backside. Kramer hits the deck. Kramer gets it up to Cullen. Cullen tries to chip it out. Nothing there. Droit has it. Droit to Munoz. Tries to find Abel inside. Barker keeps it on. Oh, I hit my mic. Cullen trying to play it. Throwing one on net was Abel. Finn tries to clear it out of the zone. U of H stays on. But the wraparound went right between the legs of Kramer. Abel back with it. Dumps it back around for Jaden Munoz. Given chase by Finn. It'll clear the zone. Looks like Red Raiders will get a change. Puck didn't go that far behind the blue line. Abel's got it. Off of Theo Markison's body. Oh, Theo trying to stick handle. Couldn't do anything there. He is on the back check. Bring it all the way around for Grady Laidlaw. Laidlaw. Try to find Chase. It ends up at Theo's stick. Here comes Theo Markison. Theo down for Chase. Misplayed by the younger Markison. Up. Left it. Man hits the deck. No penalty called. Longcar sliding on the ice. Was able to stay with it. Good play by Chase Markison. They keep it off the glove. Oh, sends it back in front. They had Price all over the place. No Red Raider in the middle. Abel dumps it deep. Right at Valdivieso. It's covered. Allows the Red Raiders to get a good change. It'll be an icing as Birdsong was moved around by Jennings. Face-off won by Jennings. U of H will play it back. Gallagher off the boards. Intercepted by Peter Longcar. Delayed offsides. I don't know if they were offsides or not. Don't have instant replay. U of H trying to get something there. Good movement by Kellenberger. Tries to send it around. Schutz ends up with it. Schutz to Birdie. Has Longcar deep. Peter's going to give it chase. No icing. Long car around Droit. Sidesteps the big check that was coming from Jesse Jennings. Long car trying to find Schutz. Bounces off the boards. Trying to send it back up to Kramer. Kramer's going to give it chase. Send it right back across. Skips off the Chick-fil-A sign. U of H was in the middle of a change thinking it was deeper. Shuts a shot. Hit a guy in front. Long car ends up with it. He's playing down deep. Kramer there. Kramer dumps it back. Long car to keep it in. Birdsong ends up with it. Birdsong back in front. Alex Lamb so close. Try to turn it around and put it in that way. And it's a bad clear out by the Red Raiders. Gives U of H a chance. Sturkey, good diving stop by Longcar. Puck bounces all the way around. Phillips. Up to Kramer. And there goes Keegan Kramer. He's got Noah Diero trailing. Back in front. Diero in front, nothing. Kept in by Coyce. Coyce will drag it out. Phillips goes for her change. Coyce left it for Diero, or excuse me, Kramer left it for Diero. Right to Barker. It was blocked by Diero. Right to Keegan Kramer, who's playing up. He's got Ty Cullen and Diero. Leaves it. Cullen a shot. Good glove save. Joseph Price. Texas Tech have been peppering the shots, an almost 20 shot differential, 42 to 30, or excuse me, 42 to 26. Tech over U of H. Face off won by the Red Raiders. Oh, and this is stolen. Gerletti off the foot. It looked of Bradley Coyce. Here comes Landon Hallam. Hallam staying on. Hallam shot at 5-hole. Good save by Price. Red Raider basketball just ended first game without JT Toppin, winning 100 to 72. Coyce a good shot right off the blocker of Price. Two Red Raiders tied up. It was Hallam and Cullen. Moving along the boards, Coyce with a good breakout. Nothing from Neal. Gerletti moved off the puck. Abel ends up with it. Abel to Munoz, sent it wide of Valdivieso, who was shifting over. He played it to the right spot. Shot by Abel off the pads. Another one as Coyce is giving good chase to Gerletti. Finn tries to clear it out. Nothing there. Almost hits Gerletti straight in the face mask. Comes right out for Connor Neal. This will not be an icing, but Tech will get most of a change. Cullen there. Longcar, oh, beautiful defense. Plays it to Plant. No icing called again. Laidlaw is giving it chase. Theo's there. Theo tries to send it up. Goes off the boards. Plant's there. Kept in by Laidlaw. Dumped to the other side. Droit's going to go give a chase. Droit, oh, and it's intercepted by Laidlaw. Had it between his skates for a second. Chase Markison. Patiently waiting. Chase. Trying to draw something on Jesse Jennings. Still has it. Good shot. Back in front. Diving on it is Joseph Price. And we got a little something as Jacob Price goes after Chase Markison. And that might have caught Joseph Price somewhere no one wants to get hit. He went down for a second. Maybe to catch his breath. They piled on top of Theo Markison. Theo, of course, playing with broken ribs. Has a hat trick tonight. Chase getting them off of the injured Theo as Price is taking a second. We could see Cronruth. I think got to stick to the ribs. Tech's been ready. It's the KSB line. Price looks ready to go. Whistle blows. We're ready to go. Kicks a man out of the face-off dot. Vecchione. Looked like an inexperienced centerman sometimes when he has gone in this weekend. Tech plays it to their full advantage. This is a chip out, and it's right to Hoffman, but a good defensive play by Plant. Back to Vachon. Nothing there. Tech trying to give it chase. Hits the deck. Kyler Plant's going to go up with it, and it's going to go all the way up to Kellenberger. Good stick by Gallagher. Played away by Price. Hits a weird part of the net. All the way up to Hoffman. Hoffman will play it up. Big hit by Schutz. Kramer's got it. Oh, he just splits Birdsong. Blew the whistle a little too quickly. Looks like Birdie, once he figured out what was happening, had it. Face-off coming up. Lamb, Kellenberger, and Birdsong. Oh, that goes off the skate of Abel. Be another face-off in that near dot. Coyce will come on for Longcar. We'll send out an entire new group offensively for the Red Raiders. Face-off was won by Tech. Didn't exactly look like it, but here comes Theo Markison now. 1-on-1. He shoots that way high of Price. Kept in by Kramer. Keegs dumps it deep in. Theo was giving it chase. Droit now with it. Droit dumps it behind for Gallagher. All the way up. Kramer's got it. Good move by Keegan Kramer. Goes right at Price. Good shot by Kramer. I couldn't really see what that was. It's like a delay. Send out Lamb, Diarro, Phillips. Coyce and Kramer will stay on. They throw back out Jacob Price. Lamb wins the face-off. Phillips, a shot, just goes wide. Diarro fighting for the puck. Staying with it. Phillips a good stick on Jennings. It's going to go sent high. And Lamb does a spin. Dumps it all the way back was Kramer. Lamb back on his feet. Loses an edge there. A little faked out. Riley Phillips a good stick. Kind of delays U of H for a second. Good shot. Save. A rebound in front goes wide of the net. Kramer to dump it around. Phillips on the chase. Riley Phillips will beat the icing call against Barker, and she's pressuring him good. Tries to send it back around. Kramer ends up right there. Kramer down to Longcar. Longcar off the boards. Here, oh, Hallam just missed it. Tries to send it up to Vachon. Good stick by Kramer to push it out of the zone. Hallam giving chase. Ty Cullen with it now. Tyler Cullen. Oh, and he tried. Back in front. The puck was there for either Neal or Hallam, and here comes U of H. Chips it wide of Vachon. Vachon's going to dump it deep. Neal giving chase. Good stick handling. Oh, by Plant. And Hallam chips it over. Landon Hallam. Trying to get around Gallagher. Longcar keeps it from going out. Longcar tried to leave it for Hallam. Hallam was a first-line center last year. No icing as Plant plays it. Plant up to Sturkett. Sturkett back to Droit. Droit to Gallagher. Will play a back one-on-one right there. Tech tries to play a little intercept game. Hoffman stays with it. Hoffman a shot save out of Vieso. Back in front. Net comes off. U of H throwing their hands up. We'll fix the netting, get a face off, but Gallagher threw his hands up immediately. Virtually the same reaction on the U of H bench. Face off won by U of H. Birdsong gives it chase. will be nice. Now Gallagher arguing on the hit from Schutz. And these two teams meet next Friday and Saturday in Sugar Land, Texas. Close out the season that way for both sides. Chase with a win. Theo wraps it around. Theo dumps it back for Chase. Chase will play it through a shot. Hit bodies in front. Good pressure by Theo Marcuson. He gets crunched along the boards. And a big hit by Laidlaw. Right there where the glass gives. Marcuson, a shot, will go out of play. Some girls right there behind the glass get a puck to take home. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Abel against Hallam. Hallam with a face-off win. Tries to clear it out with U of H. Good pressure by Jack Finn. Right to Ty Cullen. Cullen loses it. Goes right to Coyce at center ice. Coyce down off the stick of Neal. It's going to be gloved and covered by Price. And the boards give just right there. Hope you all have had a very good Saturday so far. Both centers kicked out, Abel and Hallam. Neal to take the centering with Gerletti. Faceoff was won by Texas Tech. U of H immediately with a turnover. Play a little 1-2 to Abel. Abel moved off the puck by Longcard. Trying to center one was Cullen, and he is back behind the play. He got moved off of his skates. Dumps all the way around. Cullen's right there, though. Tyler Cullen. Cullen, a shot. Hit a couple sticks in front. Back in front for Neal. The puck is still loose. Abel ends up with it. Able to go coast to coast. Abel tries to center one back in front. Nothing there. Under 6 minutes. Phillips plays it. Longcard's going to go give chase. Peter Longcard against Trey Baker. Or Barker, excuse me. Is able to hold it on. Throws one on net. Good save by Price. Four to 2's our score. Red Raiders over 50 shots. A 10-plus shot advantage against the Cougars of Houston. But give credit where credit is due. 33 for the Cougars. Jennings gets tied up with Lamb. Surprised no interference is called. Puck is deep, no icing will be called. Coyce ends up playing it. Bradley Coyce up off the boards, hits a couple Cougars in front. Gallagher will play it. Sends it deep. Plant going to be given chase by Price. Oh, off the boards. That's a bad turnover right there in front. And it does not hurt the Red Raiders. Multiple shots thrown on Valdivieso. A clear out goes off of the pads of either Foreman or Alex Lamb. They get a change for the KSB line. D'Aero's still out there. D'Aero lays the body. Dumped around by Gallagher. Puck ends up right at the stick of Kramer. He dumps it deep to be played off the stick. This will be nice. It's an icing. They're going to send D'Aero back out instead of Birdsong, thinking he got his change off in time. Face-off won by the Red Raiders. They did get fresh defensemen on in Kramer and Finn. Back in front! Great save out of Vieso! Left in no man's land. Striquette with a beautiful opportunity. Swallowed up by Big Hungry. 9th, 32 of 34 today. Valdivieso on one like normal. U of H tried to center one, nothing there. Tips in front. Valdivieso another cover. A heck of a shot from the point by Zhao. U of H, I mean, putting the pressure on the Red Raiders here with under 5 to play. Face-off won by Chase Markison. Laidlaw tried to get it from Theo. Back in front, off the stick. A rebound! Oh my goodness, it goes right over Valdivieso's head. Texas Tech's with it, trying to keep something going. Markison loses his stick for a second. Barker with it. Barker's going to dump it deep right off of Longcar, and the Red Raiders could set up. Try to get their 5th goal of the game. 2 different goal scorers for Tech. This is going to be icing. 3 for Theo Markison, 1 for Landon Schutz. 3 goals in the 3rd period. Or excuse me, the 2nd period. 2 by Markison, 1 by the aforementioned Schutz. Face-off won by Markison. Kramer's got it. Kramer going to dump it around. Chase Markison's going to give it Chase. Chase down to Laidlaw. That was a great effort by Chase Markison. Laidlaw just couldn't get a stick on it. Abel now hits the boards in front. Tries to center one to Munoz. Nothing there off the boards. This will be played by Gallagher. Will not go the full distance. Tech checking up. Puck went off a bunch of bodies in the center. Gallagher up to Gerletti. Kramer with it. Dumps it around the linesman. Gerletti away from Cullen. Out to Gallagher. Gallagher back to Gerletti, and Gerletti's going to take it himself. Back up. Doit. Droit tried. Here comes Texas Tech. It's Landon Hallam with Munoz. He's just going to throw it on net with the closing pressure from Munoz and Gallagher and get a face-off in the close dot. Good little crowd out here, as I mentioned earlier. KSB line out there. Schutz, Birdie, and Kellenberger. That's an interesting way to take a face-off, but so far since Jennings has changed up his stance, he has not lost one. Back in front was Kberg. Back in front, where's the puck? No, not in! Kberg, a beautiful opportunity. U of H keeping it right at 2-goal deficit. And here they come. It's Foreman. Back across. Chipped away off the stick of Valdivieso, but Tech sends it the length of the ice back for another icing call. With just 2:20 left on the clock. Lots of stuff can happen, though, in 2 minutes of hockey. I'm not going to say anything. Face-off won. I do not know, but the Red Raiders end up with it. Such a tie-up up there. We do have a penalty. It's going to be interference on Jennings, more than likely. And Texas Tech will go on the power play. It's going to be Jacob Price going to the box. It's going to be a cross-check on Jacob Price. Tech will go on the power play again. 1 of 4 today. Or 1 of 5. Yes, 1 of 5. They had a 5-on-3. It looked like they had some good opportunities on. Almost scored one of them, but unable to. Markison wins the face-off. Man loses his stick. That's Hoffman. Tie up along the boards. No idea where the puck is. It's tangled up underneath Chase Markison. Maybe the way, there goes the whistle. Tie up along the boards. Laidlaw, it was the entire offensive core for Texas Tech. Right there was Sturkett and want to say Droit. Face-off won by U of H. Kramer's going to send it deep. Or, excuse me, sent deep to Kramer. Kramer reverse checks Hoffman. A little tangled up there. Under a minute 50. Valdivieso is going to ring it all the way around, but it's right to Droit. Kramer, the main man on that forecheck right there. Trying to send it deep. Longcar stole it. Peter Longcar now. Sends it deep for Chase Markison. Chase with it. Chase. Circles. Chase. Still with it. Let's see if Tech sets up. Chase throws it on net, scores! How about Chase Markison? Oh my goodness gracious, what a shot. Tipped in by Grady Laidlaw, his third of the weekend. And they're going to go right back on the power play. Gallagher to the box. And is this going to be an unsportsmanlike? And it is unsportsmanlike on the U of H captain. Oh my goodness. So the Red Raiders get their second power play goal of the day. Grady Laidlaw from Markison. They didn't allow a change. They were trying to get Plant on, take Finn off, but the official says no. Texas Tech up 5-2 now against the Cougars with another 2-minute minor on Gallagher. Under a minute left in Des. Texas Tech continued their perfect run this semester. Landon Schutz up with it now. Schutz tries that angle. Nothing there. Schutz, a good little stick move. Barker there. Good stick by Landon Schutz. Dumps it all the way back. Cullen's there. Ty Cullen tries a center one in front. Schutz ended up with it. Plant intercepts it. Back to Coyce. Under 30 seconds to go. Throws one on net. Will be fully cleared out. And does Texas Tech try one more opportunity? Or do they run out the clock and take a 5-2 win to Houston, where they'll get the Cougars for 2 more? Cullen. Cullen's going to skate in. Cullen loses the puck for a second. Under 10 seconds. Out to Hallam. Back up to Bradley Coyce. Coyce on net. Save made. About a second on the clock. Stood up for a second. And that is the game. Texas Tech sweeps U of H. A dominating 5-2 victory where the Red Raiders put up nearly 60 shots compared to the near 40 by U of H. The Red Raiders will head to Sugar Land and see if they can get 2 more over the Cougars. The goal scorers give the hat trick to Theo Markison on Senior Day. Schutz and Laidlaw. For U of H, though, Hoffman and Abel get the tallies. What a weekend for the Red Raiders. Last night, Parent Appreciation Night, winning in overtime. Today, Texas Tech, a big second period, leads them to victory. And for the Red Raiders, another great weekend has them sitting perfect on the spring semester at 6-0. Thank you for tuning in. We will see